Hi, my name is Ritvik, and today we're going to be talking about the science of flight. What we'll learn today. Today, we'll learn about the four forces of flight: lift, thrust, drag, and gravity, and how they work together to make flight possible. Let's first talk about the four forces of flight. The four forces of flight are lift, the upwards force that keeps a plane in the air; thrust, the forward force that moves the plane ahead; drag, the backwards force caused by air resistance; and finally gravity, the downwards pull that keeps everything on the ground. To start, let's talk about lift. Lift is a force that pushes an airplane upwards. It happens because of the wing's unique shape, which follows the Bernoulli's principle. The air traveling above the wing has to move faster because it covers a longer distance compared to the air traveling below, which moves slower. Bernoulli's principle explains that as the speed of a fluid, in this case air, increases, its pressure decreases. This creates lower pressure on top of the wing and higher pressure underneath, which pushes the wing upwards. This difference in pressure is what allows a plane to lift off the ground and stay in the air. Now let's talk about thrust. Thrust is a force that moves the airplane forward. It is created by engines or propellers. Just like how you push something to make it move forward, the engines push the airplane forward, overcoming air resistance to keep it moving at a steady speed. Drag. Drag is the resistance that acts opposite to the plane's motion, slowing it down. It's caused by air pushing against the plane as it moves through the sky. Just like how it's harder to walk through water than air, drag makes it harder for the plane to move forward. And finally, gravity. Gravity is a force that pulls everything towards the earth. For an airplane to stay in the air, lift must overcome gravity. If the lift is greater than gravity, the plane will rise. If it's less, the plane will fall. Now let's move on to how these forces work together. To make flight possible, all four forces must work in balance. Lift must be greater than gravity to keep the plane in the air, while thrust needs to overcome drag to keep the plane moving forward. Pilots control these forces by adjusting the engines for thrust and making small changes to the plane's wings to maintain the balance between them. By carefully managing these forces, a plane can stay in the air, move smoothly, and land safely. Finally, our conclusion. Now that we've explored how lift, thrust, drag, and gravity work together, we can understand how flight happens. These forces balance each other to keep the plane in the air and moving smoothly. Lift helps the plane rise, thrust propels it forward, drag resists its motion, and gravity pulls it down. I hope you learned something new in this video about how these forces make flight possible. Thank you for watching.